The following is a semi-professional attempt at humor. The jokes contained within are intended for a mature audience. Not 18, we aren't cops, but we will occasionally say things that you find offensive. If you do get offended by our videos, make sure to keep any hate in the comments section where it belongs, or write about it on your blog. Above all else, try to have fun and remember, nothing matters. Alrighty, welcome to Nihilhalla, our next long-form playthrough in which we play Metro 2033. For those of you who are not familiar with this game, it is based on a book written by Dmitry Glukhovsky. It's probably one of the best books I've never read. And I say that specifically because I really want to read that book, but I can't find a copy of it anywhere that's like that I can physically hold. I can find it all over Amazon, but
you actually want to pay the writer? Like, no,
yeah.
What a novel concept.
yeah, right.
But this game was suggested to us by our friend Tyler. He was our first suggestion, actually.
He also said that we are basic bitches if we don't play in Spartan mode, and we don't do Ranger mode on top of that. Or, sorry, Survival mode and Ranger mode on top of that.
Are we going to die a lot and make people angry?
We're going to die a lot. We're not going to make people angry with it because they're watching our YouTube channel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And I've actually just noticed that we are getting, like right now, 90 frames per second, which is ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, let's go through our hardware specs so everybody knows in the review.
I recently checked this out. We're going to actually use, we're going to do Ranger Hardcore mode because it's the ultimate challenge. And we're going to do this quick adjust here. So that looks good right about there. Oh shit, I forgot about the prologue.
Miller and I were close to the surface now. Soon we would climb up into the
So is this like based in Russia?
Yes.
To find our way through whatever nightmares were waiting.
And before anybody tries to get me with obviously, like, I was trying to be open-minded. Not just think it was all Russian.
Yeah, no, you're good. It should technically be pronounced metro, and I'm already starting with the Russian accent. This is not good. Anyway, on a serious note, though, hardware-wise, we have an i7-5960X processor in there, which is an 8-core, 16-thread processor from Intel. Yes, I'm a whore for Intel. Yes, when we provide unbiased reviews later on in the channel, when we have money for AMD hardware, we will also do unbiased reviews of the AMD hardware, how it compares to the Intel, etc. Right now, on this screen, we're getting 83 frames. That's not really a challenge, though. We should be rocking a solid 60 on everything else in the game.
Home station, you ever think we'd end up in a place like this? Not knowing whether we were about to save our world. Or send it straight to hell.
I'm trying not to talk over the dialogue in this game.
No, man, we got the subtitles up.
Yeah, like, the dialogue is fantastic in this game, though. You really get a solid sense of the camaraderie between the Spartans.
We'll have to get through the military outpost to the
Pardon me. But, like, we've got the i7-5960X that I already talked about. We've got 32 gigs of RAM in here, which is Corsair Vengeance Black Series RAM.
Oh man, was that a rat that just went by?
Yes, it was.
Excellent. Oh wow, that looks beautiful.
Yeah, this game was designed. This is the Redux of Metro 2033, by the way, not the original. The original was pretty, but when DirectX 11 launched, there were some issues with frame rates and newer hardware trying to render Metro. And the Last Light engine didn't have that, which is the second game in the series, Metro Last Light. And that engine, they just redid Metro on that engine, like the first Metro game on that engine. And so we're playing the Redux, which is essentially Metro 2033 in Metro Last Light's engine and hardware and all that.
And by the by, folks, this is a little more intense than like Shantae as far as the info goes, but we kind of want to do taxing stuff on, higher end machines. We're not trying to flex our E-peens, but, just kind of, this is what this game looks like on this hardware, trying to be a review Let's Play. Yeah. So that, it's kind of fun, but also gives you a little more behind the scenes.
So, like, moving past the RAM, we already said that we've got an i7-5960X and 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance Black Series RAM.
Yep.
Which is at 99924 clock cycle, or sorry, the timing is 99924, and then the actual clock speed, I think, is 1333 megahertz on this motherboard. The motherboard is an ASRock Killer X99 chipset, and it is actually the MATX size of that motherboard, which made fitting the twin GTX970s onto it a little bit tricky, but we managed to do it. This game is running off of a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black Series 7200 RPM hard drive, and we have a Samsung Evo 850 SSD on there because the Samsung Pro had not yet released yet. So we've got a 120 gigabyte M.2 solid state drive in there. All of this is being run off of a Thermaltake 850 watt 80 plus bronze power supply. Yes, 80 plus bronze because bronze is cheaper than gold, and I don't really need gold for 90% of what I do.
For our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're not super overclocked. We're running stock overclocking on this, so we're at 3.6, I think, gigahertz right now. 8 cores.
Oh man, the spiders that like coming out of the way there.
Yep.
Just the catch of your eyes.
All of this is running in 1080p HD, of course. We don't own a non-free copy of Lightworks yet, so we can only upload it to YouTube at 720p, so it's probably going to look like garbage. Taking those.
But hey, you can send us one.
yeah, if you want.
In the little comments section.
And we'll review. Well, we won't review software. If you send us software, we're not going to review it. Sorry.
Yeah.
We only review games and hardware. If you send us hardware, then we'll review that too.
But we'll totally take your free shit as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you want to send us free shit.
But yeah, like now that all that stuff's out of the way, like by the way, if you guys like the little review, it's kind of something we wanted to bring the flavor to our Let's Play as kind of a little behind the scenes, like, hey, what's this game running on? You know, we kind of touched on it briefly in Shantae, I remember.
There is actually more to the hardware specifications too, like the keyboard and stuff that I'm using. But I figure peripherals are less of a hardware geeks thing, and
that's more of like whatever humans like their, you know, whoever likes their toys.
Right. And then let's see, there was another hardware aspect.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
no. There's just another hardware aspect that I'm forgetting about. I think it's technically the case itself. Oh no, it's the cooler. We've got this hooked up to a Corsair H100i cooler right now. Let's do a time check and make sure. Yeah, we're good. Ooh, that's an interesting little graphics glitch. I think that's a piece of his shirt is actually clipping through the back of the watch. Weird. I've never seen that before. We're running this in SLI also. The 2970s are being run in SLI. And we've got, like I said, a Corsair H100i cooling this bad boy so that everything stays nice and chill while we're gaming.
But let us know if you guys enjoy, you know, kind of these parts of what's running what, and if you like the little specs, and we'll go back to being our bantery, dumbass selves. Don't forget to make fun of us and tell us what scrubs we are.
And if you hate these bantery sections where we talk about the hardware that we're running on, tough shit, we're going to do that at the start of every new Let's Play.
Yep.
So,
on more intense things like Shantae, we kind of touched on it, but you know, it's like,
well, Shantae's also a pixel art game.
Exactly.
I mean, there's, I think, one pixel art game where it actually matters what kind of machine you're running, and I want to say it's Starbound.
Oh my, okay. So anyway, good to go on. Is it a monster?
Yep.
So is this like supposed to be cyberpunk or just totally horror, post-apocalyptic?
This is technically post-cyberpunk. There's not cybernetic enhancements or anything like that. This is humanity trying to find a way because nature has already found a way. These things are, I think, nozzles is the actual term they use, and you can see the blood dripping down the front of my gas mask here, which is another neat little flavor they gave it.
The condensation on the mask is pretty awesome too.
Yeah. Well, that could actually just be done with a filter, but there is actually a way to wipe your face mask off.
Well, I like how they keep that on the inside. It's pretty freaking accurate.
Oh, and for anybody thinking that we're not running this at max settings, let me just go into the options here and assure you that it is not 100% max. We ran this through the NVIDIA optimized thing. VSync is not on because there were some issues with that, and my monitor, I don't have a G-Sync monitor, so it kind of looks terrible when it does tear. But it also shouldn't be tearing that much because we're running it in SLI. Motion blur is normal. I usually leave this off, but I figured why deprive you of the fucking awesome...
The blur.
Yeah, the awesome blur.
That's somebody took the time to program into there.
Whenever I fuck up. And I also need to change something real quick with the controls because...
But that's okay, and that'll be a good end to this episode 1. I hope you guys enjoy this as our little review-y part of the hardware.
Yep.
And stay tuned for... episode 2.
Next, we're gonna go outside and meet Miller and all those guys and get fucked up and wind up in the metro.
Get fucked on Metro.
Yeah. We'll see you next time, guys.